I'm going to give you a complete breakdown of how muscle growth actually works and how you can utilize it to get a lot bigger and a lot stronger. And to even begin, I want you to imagine your muscles as a group of specialized workers, because you have 3 different types. And depending on how you train and what your routine looks like, if you're training smart, you have the ability to recruit as much of those fibers as possible. And trust me, you want that entire crew working overtime. You have type 1 fibers. These are for your marathon runners. Reliable, slow to tired, but not exactly built for speed. You have type 2A fibers. Think of them as sprinters who can hold their own in a middle distance race. Versatile and just ready for action. And then you have type 2B fibers. These are the firecrackers. Huge bursts of power, but they fizzle down quickly. They get tired fast. Now, if you want the benefit of building more muscle, I want you to take a guess. Which muscle fibers do you think will grow the most muscle? Comment below. And if you guessed type 2 fibers, you're correct. These are the most explosive, and they have a greater capacity for growth, unlike type 1 fibers. And if you want to train them, I would highly recommend adding compound movements into your routine. Squats, deadlifts, dumbbell incline press, barbell rows, while aiming for balance in both volume and intensity on your hypertrophy days for a really good workout. And then on other days, you can include power clean, box jumps. These are also movements, squat jumps, that will trigger type 2 fibers. And these are what's gonna give you the size that you're looking for. Think of football players. What do they do when they're working out? Power cleans, deadlifts, squats. Because most of the action that they do is within a 1 to 2 minute time span, and then they rest. That's type 2. That's why their legs and calves and arms are huge. And now let's talk about muscle protein synthesis. Think of this as a construction crew for your muscles. Feed them. Feed them with amino acids. Think protein-packed snacks. And they'll build your muscles bigger and stronger. But remember, they only clock in after a good workout or some resistance training. Missing a workout, it might just call it a night and go to bed. And to even trigger growth, you have to tear up the muscle. I know, tear up the muscle what? Yes. Muscle building, muscle growing, aiming for hypertrophy. What it's essentially doing is when you're going to the gym, you're not growing immediately. When you're going to the gym, you're tearing those microfibers, creating micro tears through mechanical stress. The repair process is your body refilling those cracks with new tissue, reinforcing the walls, and basically saying, let's make sure this doesn't happen again. And as you train, you always want to train for hypertrophy. Think of your muscles as toddlers. Give them the same toy or weight, and they'll get bored and stop growing. But keep giving them bigger challenges, and they'll rise to the occasion. And when I say challenge, I don't mean doing your 1 rep max every single workout or trying to max out every single month. I mean doing 135 for 10 reps and getting a good burn from that. And then over time, it becomes easier. You say, okay, cool, let's go to 155, and progressively increasing it as you go while maintaining volume and intensity. And with that, you also have to make sure you're doing the right exercises. I'm sorry, but workouts like this, or this, or this, are not going to help you build a body like this. You have to do compound exercises like squats, deadlifts, bench press. These are the superheroes of the gym. And that's why I would highly recommend doing a split routine to where you're going for 3 to 4 days and you're doing chest and tris, back and biceps, legs, and then maybe taking a day off and then repeating that if you're going for 6. So therefore you can hit the major muscle groups twice a week. And don't get overwhelmed with overtraining. As a beginner, start with 1 muscle group a week. And then over time, go to 2, even 3. But always make sure you give them the proper amount of time to recover. You don't want to do chest on Monday and then you do chest again on Wednesday when you still feel a little bit sore. That's just redundant, and that is overtraining. And if I'm being honest, most people don't train hard enough. So push a little bit more. And you know this was coming. Food. Protein is the MVP of muscle growth. Without it, your gains are like a car without fuel, bro. And your carbs, they're your pit crew, keeping your energy up during your workouts. And healthy fats, they're the silent heroes, man, supporting hormones and recovery. And you can't forget about hydration as well too. You don't want to be coming to the gym and cramping up 2-3 sets in. So make sure you're getting enough food to retain, sustain, and grow the muscle that you're ideally looking for. Because again, without it, you won't see any results. And here's the thing, you're gonna hear people talk about the anabolic window, meal timings. And see, yes, they're important, but for now, fuck that. Just focus on eating more. Just focus on eating better quality foods. I think a lot of people go too deep before you even start. Meaning they start thinking about the anabolic window, the perfect time to eat, the perfect time to do this, when they're not even doing the daily basics. Like, why are you asking me a question about, hey, what time should I be eating, what time should I be working out? When you're not even working out and eating right when you do have time. I'm sorry. I just get passionate about that part. but definitely, make sure you're eating the right foods and you're just trying, making the effort and showing up. Now let's go into a little bit of rest and recovery. And I'll keep this part short because we all know we have to recover. We all know we have to rest. The biggest thing is your sleep. If you're getting like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and maybe it's you're going to school, you're going to college, you got 2 jobs like I did, and that was kind of my lifestyle for 4 years, 5 years, I get that. Do the best that you can and maybe take naps during the day. But if you have the ability to fix your sleep where you can get a solid 6 hours, where you can get a solid 8 hours, bro, do it. It's going to give you a lot more clarity. It's going to give you the ability to do more. Most importantly, when you have more energy, you can perform better. When you have more energy, your body recovers better. So if you're getting sore, you're getting DOMS for 4 days, it's probably because you're not sleeping enough or you're not eating enough. So make sure you're meaning I did a push-pull leg day for 3 months, but I didn't like it. Recovery just wasn't there, and I just didn't feel as strong as I did when I was doing a chest and triceps, back and biceps, leg, rest type of day. Because with this, it allowed me to recover a little bit faster, but most importantly, feel strong, feel energized, and give the best output so I can get the best input. And for you, it might be different. For you, you might prefer outside workouts. So find a field, bring some weights there, and get your shit going. And if you ever need help, I got my programs down below, Lose 20 Pounds and Get Lean, where I show you exactly how you can lose 20 pounds and what matters in nutrition, working out to get the best results, most importantly, look the best. But with that being said, that's all I got for you guys for today. I hope this brought you tremendous value, crushing everything that you do, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.